Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Psycho Waluigi. Alright, now truth be told, we've seen every level so far. I still don't know what this money bag is, but I'm going to grab it, because the one thing I haven't done yet, guys, is get a gold crown on the Final Conquest, and I said this was going to be an 100% Let's Play. Alright, and I know these Waluigi cookies don't do anything, so I'm not going to bring it with me. But rest assured, this is going to be the video where I crown that Final Conquest level or bust. I've got the Vitality Charm in case I die. I'm going to eat this victory cookie because it doesn't do anything, but it'll make me feel better about myself. And I think this is the one that's really going to count. Even if I can't use captured abilities in the Final Conquest level, maybe somehow it'll affect the laser. I don't know if it's going to do that at all. But I mean, if there was a chance for me to buy the really weird things from the shop, now would be it. So as you can see, here we go. Everything's got a gold crown on it, except World 6 final level. Why? Because this is a grueling level to get through. I mean, there's enemies all over the place. There's at least 2 major bosses to fight during it, if you really want to call it that. But anyway, I really should talk about Psycho Waluigi some more. But first, let's skip forward to when we're actually just playing the level, because we know the a little bit further in the game. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, and this is so interesting too. You never really see this coming. That's what I love every bit of this game. I mean, you really just kind of play the game wondering what's going to happen next, because the world of Unconscia is like the world of chaotic possibility. Anything's going to happen, and all the levels are absolutely unique. There isn't one in there that's the same as another, really. When you think about the mechanics each one uses, and you know, maybe the background or the sprites used, you know, there's a variety of enemies in this game. The music's unique, except, well, the Soap Sud team didn't really fit all that well, I still have to say, but, you know, and just, I'm trying to think right now all the different elements that make up this game, because I have to say, this is the time where I've got to review it, right? I'm replaying the very final level, and here I am, Psycho Waluigi. You know, I'm the title character right now, me and Psycho Iris. Man, it has been a wonderful run, hasn't it? Ever since the beginning, this game has been throwing the humor out, and the mystery and the suspense of what is really going to happen in this strange game. Not only from level to level, because every single one was different, you know, and you had no idea what you were going to do next, but like, was I going to get killed by Psycho Iris? What's the point? And it dealt with that so well, I think, even to the end. I'm not sure if any of my viewers right now were surprised about that. But you know what? I really felt they dealt with it perfectly. I mean, you gotta take a subject like that humorously when, you know, tyrants collide, I guess we might as well call it. Everything just fit together so well in this game. I mean, each level was made out of sprites from all the other basically all the other Mario games, really. You know, we had stuff from Mario All-Stars, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, just to name a few, and they all just fit together so well. There wasn't anything that really looked out of place. Think about Coral Forest, right? That was like a water level incarnate, and it wasn't even a water level. I mean, I don't know what the sponges were, but you know what? This is this strange dreamland where anything can happen, really. And here I am blasting eye lasers all over the place. You know, it worked so well. There were some vehicle levels even, which I really didn't expect. You know, the tank and the plane. I mean, it only had 2, but I didn't need any more. Like, I'm not sitting here crying about how there wasn't a Waluigi boat level. Far from it. No, I mean, they took everything, and everything just worked so well. Even when you kind of had to replay the levels a little bit, like Blind Eye Kingdom. I mean, that was new. You didn't even get Iris, and the tank could fly. And the challenge was there too. I mean, sometimes the challenge was like trying to find, okay, honestly, I suppose the way that I played this game probably made it much more fun. You know, which it was, just trying to get a gold crown the first playthrough of every level, because not only was it mostly blind, but it was really difficult. There were some levels in there where there wasn't even a gold gem, and I only realized till later that, oh yeah, it's really just about the points. And then there were other levels, like the World 1 boss, where I couldn't, like, it took me 10 episodes later of replaying it to actually find where they'd hidden the gold diamond. I mean, that's good, that's very good game design, because one of the things that I really look for in games when I'm trying to put a rating on them is replayability, you know? Like, I guess the one thing I criticize for the Mario and Luigi series is Partners in Time for being not really that replayable. Superstar Saga had it right on the money, and then Partners in Time was like, you beat one area, and it's done, and you never need to go back. Maybe for beans, but I mean, those are just beans. There's nothing else there. It just works so well. They brought it a bit back in Bowser's Inside Story, so the series is nice and circular in that way, but the second one was just so strange in that it kind of lost that aspect of it for me. This game, though, can I see myself playing it outside of this Let's Play again? Actually, yes, because this game, what it does for Waluigi, I've talked about it almost every level, but it gives him a new identity as, like, it's just unique, you know? It makes him a fully fledged character, which is what he should have been. I mean, right out of Mario Party 2, I had no idea who he was. I know he was in Mario Power Tennis before this, but I've never played this game. I don't like sports games. I'm not gonna play it, but I don't know if it really gave Waluigi an identity so much as it did in the other game, where he's this strange mischief master who can defeat Bowser with a single kick. Let's just skip this, because we all know what happens next, right? But, oh my goodness, it just, Waluigi, you are absolutely amazing. I mean, right now, this character design's new and strange, but you know, the whole game can be new and strange, right? Like I said, the only thing you can really compare this to, when you think about it, is a Kirby game, because you grab enemies, you use their abilities, you sort of fly in the end, but, and this moment right here, that's beautiful. I mean, what could be better than the character himself solving the level? I mean, wow. Waluigi, you're amazing. The problem with the Mario series today is that the game designers don't seem to take their characters seriously anymore. Like, Bowser could be an epic villain. I mean, look at the end of Paper Mario, right? That couldn't have been more epic. Even, there's something about final bosses, you see, that just emanates this element of epicness, even outside of what the game is doing. I mean, final boss of Super Mario 64 didn't make any sense, right? Why was he absolutely multicolored? Why is everything suddenly played with an organ? But it just, it made so much sense. It just worked so well, you know? And Waluigi, you know, look at what he's doing today, right? He's in the baseball games, he's in the party games, he doesn't have his own identity whatsoever in the comic book. He's like, I've never really played the Wario games myself, because I'm not really a fan of Wario, I guess, but I don't know. As a result of this game, I can definitely say I am a fan of Waluigi. He's purple, he takes over kingdoms, nobody really believes in him, but he's got this strange, diabolical element, which they really should have explored a lot more with this character, you know? And this game should be its own game. And by the way, guys, with this boss right here, it literally is watch the background to figure out what attack is coming next, because that's the only way to really beat it. This here, they'll home in on you as soon as they go a certain distance and then zoom in, so really just walking back and forth almost is the best way to get out. I mean, you might think I was being lazy there, but that's tactics, okay? That's tactics. And here I did take a hit, because sometimes it changes so fast you can't even really notice it until it's too late. But really, some good boss battles, you know, are dangerous. Like right here, I mean, I'm not really worried about taking a hit so much as, you know, how many hits am I going to take. Hopefully I'll be able to grow the gold crown this level too. But you know what, the challenge works. Once you think about trying to gold crown every level, I mean, really, they're not that difficult now that this game kind of threw the idea of not having to die out the window, and I'm not sure how I feel about that in general about games. Like, not ever encountering a game over screen is kind of a strange concept to me, especially when lives seem to matter so much. But this executed it really well. The whole, if you're going for the gold crown, you really need to start everything over kind of thing. It worked out so well, you know? So, all in all, when I think about the things that I want to rate a game on, like, you know, the graphics were amazing. They pulled out the elements I really wanted. The difficulty was way up there once I kind of added that in for myself. The music was perfect. The controls were concise. You know, the bosses were memorable. Everything just worked. I mean, if I had to rate this game, guys, I kind of knew I was going to say this from the start, just on everything that it's done for this character. But I'd have to add in a sixth category of, like, just lore. And this game gives Waluigi his own identity, so what can I give it other than 10 eggplants out of 10? It's absolutely beautiful, and what do you mean Hazel unlocked? What is that supposed to mean? There's still something left in this game? Alright guys, I guess maybe there'll be one more last video for Psycho Waluigi of me figuring out what this means. Doesn't this look good though? World 6, all crowns? Oh, beautiful. Thanks for joining me guys. See you next time.